Hello, and welcome back to our study of Peninei Halacha, the teachings of Rav Eliezer Melamed Shlit. We are in Aseret Yimei Tshuva, and the slichas today are of particular importance. Many have the custom of switching the fourth and fifth day slichas so that we could say the Hashem Hashem Pizmon on a day of Torah reading, which we indeed did here in Shul today. And this is the same cruise, it's the same Pizmon that we'll recite at Ne'ilah. So we have a couple of sessions left before we'll go on our Sukkot hiatus, and we'll return with a new topic after Sukkot Meretz Hashem. So let's get right to it. Shalom l'tzair hakoneh v'shevach kala navachasudas. Here are the questions. Sheila. Ma yaseh adam shechaver kanarahit v'hu sho'alaso l'chavos dato. What happens? A person buys, let's say a person buys a piece of furniture or buys something for the home, and he asks his friend for his opinion. Him yomer es mashu choshev be'emes sharihit asui b'tzura grua u'v'karov kaneri yisparek u'mechiro yakar u'v'nusof lakach marei u'mechuar. Should he tell him what he really thinks, and that he thinks that this piece of furniture is poorly made, it's going to fall apart in not too long of a time, it's way too expensive, and worst of all, it doesn't even look good? Or on the other hand, shemut lo lanos b'divrei nimus kegon shari dai tov v'dai mutzlach b'ofen kali hu nira lo ra. Or you should speak in a nice manner, saying, just sufficiently. Oh, it's good enough. It's going to be great for you. It's perfect for you. Or it doesn't look so bad. We say something looks good or it's not so bad. So, teshuva, here's the answer. But mikra kazeh ein shum mitzvah lomar emes. In this instance, there's no mitzvah to speak the truth. Mishum shem yomer emes yitzaras chavera. Because if you say the truth, then it's going to cause your friend to be upset. It'll cause pain. And he already purchased it. It's already in his apartment. And you cannot fix already what is not straight. It's already too crooked. You can't straighten it out. So the first thing one should do is just not speak about it. However, if your friend impresses upon you and keeps asking, he wants an answer, from the value of just good manners and being nice, you should say enough positive that your friend will be happy. And this also falls into the category of being able to change. You could change your words because of Shalom. And if you could find a good aspect of this piece of furniture, then you should focus on that. The same thing goes for a wedding. That Beis Hillel says in the Gemara that when we dance in front of the bride and the groom, and it's particularly in front of the bride, we should praise her and say, you find it in many songs, Kala Noa V'Chasuda, what a beautiful Kala, what a beautiful bride. V'amnam, Chokolem Beishamai V'amru, U'may Makala Chigeres Asuma. Beishamai says, well, what if she's really not attractive? What if she's crippled? Or what if she's blind? Do we have to give the same approbation that she's beautiful when everybody realizes that's not the case? Rather, what Beis Shammai means is that you cannot praise someone with something they don't have. If she's indeed not attractive at all, then you should better to be quiet, not to say anything that's improper, or to highlight something that is positive that you can praise. We could focus on this aspect, and you're not going to just say something that's completely untrue. Even Beis Shammai would agree that if someone from the family asked and said, oh no, what do you think about the Kala? Certainly one should give praise. However, if you weren't asked, nobody asked you anything, then there's no point in offering up any commentary, certainly something that is not true. That's according to Beis Shammai. However, according to Beis Hillel, in any event, in every instance, you should always praise the Kala and say she's na'eh v'chasuda. Mishum she'im lo yishabchu osa b'yom chasunasa yavinu hakol shezeh b'nei she'einu r'ui l'shavech. Because if people don't praise her on the day of her wedding, everybody's going to understand that, oh, there's nothing worth praising, so what's going to be the rest of her life? And since we have a mitzvah to increase shalom and love between the creations, so this falls into that category, to praise the kala, to praise the bride, and say that she's indeed pleasing and beautiful. Even if, according to majority of opinion, most people would say that she's not an attractive looking person at this moment. Nevertheless, as we say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and though you or anyone else may not find her attractive that you're speaking to, but nevertheless to her husband, she is indeed noah v'chasuda. Practically speaking, we paskan like Beis Hillel. And that's why, as I mentioned, based on the Bryce and Ksubas and Daf Yud Zayin Amud Aleph, Ketzad meraktim lifnei hakala, kala no v'chasuda. Yeah, people always want to know what the rest of the words are. Ketzad meraktim lifnei hakala, and people always think that the rest of the song is ay, but it's really kala no v'chasuda, based on this Gemara, this Bryce and Ksubas. But in any event, we see that it's better to be silent if you have nothing good to say, like my mother used to say, right? If you have nothing good to say, don't say anything at all. But if someone asks you, then you try to highlight a positive, always try to be positive. Sometimes Jews have a tendency to be negative. That's the old joke where the waiter comes to the table of Jewish diners and he says, "Is anything okay?" Because we have a tendency to lead towards the negative. We should definitely follow this example and be as positive as possible. And that's how we're going into Yom HaKippurim, with a positive attitude, because Hashem is, Emet Hashem, going to be favorable to us in judgment. And I hope that everyone has a meaningful fast. But we have one more session, getting closer and closer, but have a great day until then. Bye-bye.